Hi, I'm Chef Carl, Food Whisperer, and today we're going to be making stuffed cabbage rolls, and I'm also going to show you how to make stuffed peppers out of the same sauce and same mixture. So it's a delicious dish, it's easy peasy, and you know what? We'll be right back.
Chef Carl, Food Whisperer, taking the mystery out of cooking.
The first thing we got to do is we're going to cut off the end of the cabbage, core it, and then we're going to try to pull off the loose leaves. Then we're going to put it in a pot of water and simmer it about 15 minutes, let it sit 5 minutes. Now this is a small head of cabbage, so you end up using like 1.5, 2 leaves. If you had a nicer head of cabbage, 1 leaf would be sufficient. And a lot of things you'll learn about this video is that the meat mixture can be made the day before, kept in the refrigerator. The sauce can be made the day before, and I actually made some of the cabbage leaves the day before. So let's get this going. You see the core here. And you can see some of the leaves automatically fall off. And each one of these are big enough. Each one of these are big enough to roll up one cabbage roll. So I'm going to take a few leaves off. Oh, beautiful. It's a thing of beauty, I tell you. And this is just plain tap water. I'll put the leaves in that we pulled off. I'm going to put this in like this. Put it on the stove. And we're going to let that simmer about 10 to 15 minutes and then rest in the water and then drain the water off. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the meat mixture. Now this is approximately 3 pounds of 80-20 ground beef, or just your normal ground beef. You don't want it too lean because you want the juices in there from the ground beef. This is approximately 3 pounds of ground beef. So we got the ground beef. This is 1 cup of white rice. Say that fast 3 times. And a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. This is Progresso. Going to put 1 rounded tablespoon of Italian spice mix. And 1 level tablespoon of celery salt. Now I'm going to mix this up, just to break it up a little bit. And you don't have to make this much. You can take this recipe and cut it in half. But what's nice is you can freeze these darn things. This is Old Bay Bloody Mary mix. Only got 11% sodium. The breadcrumbs have 18% sodium, and the celery salt's got like 15% sodium. But you're only using a little bit for this big recipe, so it's actually pretty fairly low in salt. So we're going to take one, shake it up of course. One cup of the Bloody Mary mix. And then we're going to add 1 cup of cold water. And remember, this is all going to get absorbed by that rice, so it keeps it nice and juicy. Just going to put this in front. because I'm going to chop a half an onion. You don't have to put the onion in. There's just a half an onion. Just a little more flavor. Make sure your knives are always sharp. And if you see, these are called the veins of the onion. And you kind of cut with each vein. Now we're going to mix this up and set it aside while we're making our sauce. As I said, this mixture can be used for stuffed peppers. You can make meatballs, they call them porcupine meatballs. You can make a meatloaf. It's endless uses. So, I'm going to put this on the side. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to make a sauce for the cabbage rolls and for the peppers. And the sauce is a basic red sauce. Everybody's got something they like. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make mine, and you can adapt it however you want. The funny thing is, in my sauce recipe, I use this Pace Picante sauce. I bought 2 jars. One was mild, which is what I wanted. This is hot, extremely hot. So I'm going to substitute it with basil tomato. So let's get this thing going here. So I'm going to start off with 2 cups of ketchup. So as I said, we're going to start off with 2 cups of tomato ketchup, your brand, whatever you want. One cup of this Old Bay Bloody Mary mix. Always shake it. Shaken, not stirred. And instead of 16 ounces of this Pace Picante sauce, because I got the wrong stuff, we're going to put 16 ounces of the basil tomato sauce. I like 24-ounce jar. And just stir up the blend. And after, what we're going to do is assemble, we're going to put a little bit of the sauce on the bottom of the pan. Then we're going to put the stuffed cabbage rolls and or peppers. Put sauce on top, and you're going to bake it in the oven on convection for about 350, 360 for about an hour. You want the internal temperature to come up to about 160. Leave it covered for about 10 or 15 minutes to just let it kind of steam and marry all those flavors. So what you want to do is put just a little bit of sauce on the bottom so the cabbage rolls and pepper halves don't stick. You take the core out of the cabbage. You could save it for soup if you want. Take like a fistful, kind of make a little tube out of it. So we're going to leave it at 4 cabbage rolls for this because I have a pan that I made yesterday in the oven. Now for the stuffed peppers, you cut the top off, take the center out. You could use this to throw in your sauce if you want. But instead of making a stuffed pepper like this, so if you're looking for fast and easy, do the stuffed peppers. If you have a taste for cabbage, do the cabbage rolls. Put the meat side down. And don't be bashful with the filling because one's going to make a meal. Then what you want to do it. Sauce these off. And as I said, the meat filling and the sauce can be made the day before or 2 days before if you want. I'll put this on the side because I'm going to pull the peppers and the cabbage out and we'll plate up and eat and enjoy a nice meal. So I had made a pan of stuffed cabbage rolls last night. And I made a pan of stuffed peppers last night. Cooked them at about 355, 365, depending on the oven, for about an hour and 15 minutes covered. And once you hit a temperature of like 160 or 165, pull them out of the oven, let them sit covered for about 15, 20 minutes. I usually stack one pan on the other so you have residual heat. And now it's time for Ward, myself, and my wife to do a little sampling. I want to thank the military folks and first responders for everything they do for us. Mike's Everyday Barbecue, he's on YouTube, he gave me my start. And Chillin' and Grillin' with Mojo. So this is going to be the last video until 2025. If you got any ideas what you want me to make, let me know. I love you, happy holidays, and peace out, baby.